Happy Saturday, everybody. We're going to go ahead and do some more baseball card pack openings here. If you joined my video from yesterday, you saw that I did open up another Bill Ripken error, which brings my total to 4 out of the 6 boxes that I've got. And I've got about a box and a half left to open up from between 2 boxes. So we're going to go ahead and continue opening up, see if we can add to this or find some other really cool cards here. As always, I do have them stacked in different levels of possibility, starting with the left being the lowest possibility potential. However, if you've watched my videos, you've seen that sometimes the best cards come from stack number 1. So just never know with baseball card, which is one of the reasons why baseball card collecting is so much fun, is you just really never know what you're going to get. You can get a cheaper pack and pull a great card, or you can get an expensive pack and get nothing. Which I've done both of each of those. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'll introduce each pack as we get to it. We're going to start off with 91 Donruss Series 2. Not a very lucrative box set. Not a lot of high potential cards in here, but it's always fun to just open up and see what you can find here. We're going to start off here with Tommy Green, and then we go to Rafael Palmeiro, Doug Drabeck, Bill Kruger, Mark Davidson, Bud Black, there's Delino DeShields highlight card, Mark Gardner, Bill Swift, Tim the Rock Raines, Sean Dunston, Paul Abbott, Juan Agosto, Randy Veras, Jason Grimsley to finish off that pack. So a couple pretty fun names there, nothing high value, but some nice players in there, highlighted by Tim Raines and Delino DeShields. All right, so next we're going to go to 1990 Donruss. 1990 was a year, just had a whole lot of potential, but a lot of the stars, as I've said before, just really didn't have very long careers. But also with the fact that these sets were grossly mass-produced, it did destroy the value of some of the better rookies there. But there are some pretty nice cards in here. Start off with Ron Gant, Ken Griffey Sr., Benito Santiago, Frank DePino, Terry Mulholland, Rich Yett, Jerry Kutzler, Jeff Kunkel, Kent Anderson, Jim Dwyer, Storm Davis, Bill Buckner, Scott Bales, Mike Smithson, Carlos Quintana, and Hal Morris. So aside from Hal Morris, which really isn't all that great of a card, this isn't one of the better packs you're going to open up for 90 Donruss. Sticking with 1990, we're going to go over to Fleer. Again, not a lot here. We do have Larry Walker, rookie, as one of the better cards to find in here. So we'll just see what we can pull out of it. And we're going to start off here with an Expos sticker. Gerald Young. Ricky Henderson, off center. The dreaded checklist. Eric Plunk. Cecilio Guante. Pete Incaviglia. Darrell Evans. There's a Delino DeShields rookie, so it was a really nice rookie in 1990, still one of the better cards there, followed by Todd Zeal, so this would have made this an amazing pack back in 1990. Mike Benjamin, Greg Jeffries, Randy Milligan, Mike Felder, Terry Leach, and Barry Lyons. So definitely not a bad pack for 1990 concern. Not a lot of value, but still some pretty good cards out of there. All right, so now we're going to go over to 88 Topps, going back a little bit here, looking for Tom Glavine, rookie, Matt Williams, and a few others. But again, just not a lot of value out of the set. A lot of rookies that just didn't pan out. All right, so we start off with a Pete Rose manager card, Joel McKean, Chris James, Gary Lucas. There's Cecilio Guante again, Bob Forsch, Fred Manrique, Propaganda Piece, Rene Gonzalez, Rick Mailer, the Mariners team leaders, Tom Lawless, followed by Tom Lasorda manager card, Dave Parker, Storm Davis, and Scott Sanderson. So not much out of that pack either. All right, and moving right along, we're going to go into 91 Score. I actually have a few packs more than I thought I did when I was opening up yesterday. Still have not pulled a Mussina rookie. I think we've got probably about 4 or 5 more out of this box here. So hopefully we'll get at least one Mussina, but we'll see what we can find. We're going to start off with Wade Boggs, Bip Roberts, Steve Sachs, Harold Reynolds, Pat Combs, Pedro Munoz. Phil Plantier would have been a hot card back in '91. Skimp Chiamparino, Neil Heaton, Paul O'Neill, there's Big Mac, Jerry Don Gleaton, Tim Belcher, Gary Pettis, Dave Magadan, and Howard Johnson. So some pretty big names out of that one. So I can't complain too much about that pack. And now we're going to go over to Studio. I've got 91 and 92. We'll start off with 91, where there is the Bagwell rookie potential. The big card out of this set. And we start off with Wes Chamberlain, Joe Carter, Larry Anderson, Eric Davis, Lenny Dykstra, Tom Candiotti, Alex Fernandez, Rick Aguilera, Dwight Evans, and Rob Deere, avoiding a strikeout. All right, and then moving right on along into 92. Start off, we have Todd Zeal, Roberto Alomar, Brady Anderson, Wade Boggs, Mike Scioscia, Matt Williams, Dickie Thon, Rex Hudler, Kevin Bass, Julio Franco, Todd Zeal again, and Roberto Alomar again. So definitely a lot of stars, a couple duplicates there, which I'm not used to really seeing with Studio. But at least the two cards that were duplicates were pretty big name players. All right, but as we move on, we're going to go to 88 score. Again, Tom Glavine is the big card here. Matt Williams, a sentimental favorite of Greg Jeffries, rookie, even though it's not valuable anymore. But we have Kent Herbeck, Tom Henke, Bob Boone, Greg Harris, Greg Minton, Lee Lacy, Scott Bankhead, Tom Brookins, John Havian, Stan Javier, Gino Petralli, Eric King, Davey Lopes, Mike Leond, Jay Tibbs, Ozzie Guillen, and Roy Smalley. So nothing too great out of that pack. All right, so first stack didn't pull us any big winners there, but we're going to keep moving on, see what we can find. All right, so we're going to move on to Topps 2007. This is a pack. Don't really know a lot about the set here. Don't know a lot about some of the big rookies there, but most of the players I'm pretty good with. But here's Chase Headley rookie card, followed by Rich Harden, Kyle Lose. We have a Jonathan Papelbon Now Generation. That is I think that is a insert card set. There's a Prince Fielder and Justin Morneau, and then the dreaded checklist. All right, and as we go on to 1989 score, looking for Randy Johnson, Craig Biggio, Gary Sheffield, and a few others. Let's see what we can pull. And we're going to start off with Tim the Rock Raines, Willie Randolph, Les Lancaster, Marvell Wynn, Dave Steeves, Steve Farr, Rick Aguilera, Jim Gantner, Greg Brock, Nelson Santavino, Bob Kipper, Alan Ashby, Joel Skinner, Todd Stottlemyre, Rich Yett, and Jim Eisenreich. So no big rookies out of that one. And as we go to 1993 Upper Deck Series 1, looking for Piazza rookies or a few other rookie cards out of this set. Let's see what we can find here. And in this pack, we start off with John Wetland, followed by Dave Cone. And then we have Cal Eldred, who looked to be a very promising pitcher for a while. And then we have Willie Wilson, John Kiley, Terry Mulholland, Eddie Taubensee, Rob Deere, there's a Larry Walker, Brady Anderson, followed by Mike Devereaux, Jerry Brown, there's a Nolan Ryan, Community Heroes, followed by Don Mattingly and Roberto Kelly, Yankee Pride, and Rael Cormier. So there's pretty neat cards there. All right, and as we move on to 1988 Donruss, looking for Roberto Alomar rookie, Greg Jeffries, a few others. Obviously, Greg Jeffries is not a valuable card, but it is a sentimental favorite of mine. Never pulled one out of a Donruss pack. So, but we have Mike Felder, followed by Mike Stanley, Carlton Fisk, John Cangelosi, John Candelaria, Paul Molitor, Harry Spillman, Jim Gott, Randall Byers, Tom Newell, Dave Parker, Rick Mailer, Eric Schau, Todd Worrell, and Don Carmen. So nothing too great out of that pack. All right, and a brand new box. Just opened up a new box of 1990 Upper Deck. Still trying to find that needle in a haystack Reggie Jackson autographed card. A few of the other rookies, again, like I said, a lot of these rookies just mass overproduced, and others just didn't have long careers. Others had steroid issues, so it's just not a lot of value, but still some really big names out of this set. We have John Moses, Torey Lovullo, Tom Herr, Billy Joe Robideau, Bob Walk, Johnny Ray, Mark Davis, there's the Justice rookie. There's Kelly Downs, Jose Guzman, Barry Larkin, Rick Sutcliffe, Francisco Cabrera, a Jose Canseco, and a Dave Cone. So not a bad pack at all there. I might have gotten cheated out of a hologram, but not that I really care. All right, but we're going to go on to 1988 Fleer. Just have a couple more packs of this out of this box, and I have a new box I'm going to be opening up soon. We're still looking for duplicates of the Glavins, Matt Williams, and Edgar Martinez cards. So we start off with the Minnesota Twins sticker, Buddy Bell, followed by Eric Davis and Darryl Strawberry, Dave Smith, Ron Hassey, Leon Durham, Glenn Braggs, Paul Osemacher, Mike Campbell, Mike Krukow, Matt Noakes, Tony Gwynn, there's Cal Ripken Jr., Mike Marshall, and Dennis Eckersley. So a couple pretty good Hall of Famers out of that pack, so can't complain too much about that one. And then we're going to move on to 1990 Bowman, looking for Frank Thomas rookies. Looks like Mark McGwire gets the gum stain on the back. And we have Dwight Gooden artwork card, Jay Bell, Brian Bohannon. There's a Don Mattingly, Candy Maldonado, Mookie Wilson, Alvaro Espinosa, Mark McGwire, Tom Herr, Greg Myers, Russ Swan, Delino DeShields, rookie, Spike Owens, Chili Davis, and Tom Bernansky. So a pretty good pack. I can't really complain. Nothing high value, but that's a really good pack overall. So moving on over to stack number 3. All right, and in stack number 3, we're going to start off with Collector's Choice 94, Series 1. And we'll see what we can find here. Not a high value set, but we'll see what we can find here. All right, and we start off here. We have a Stolen Base Leaders with Kenny Lofton. And a second Stolen Base Leaders, Kenny Lofton. Larry Walker. Eric Karros. Greg Maddux. Have Pedro Martinez from the Padres, not the Hall of Fame one. Chad Curtis, Bob Royalt, Bill Swift. The signature card is Mark McLemore, silver signature. Tom Gordon and George Brett. So not a bad pack, but not a great pack either. And as we move on to Series 2, we're looking for Alex Rodriguez, rookie, Derek Jeter, second-year card. Let's see what we can find here. We'd love to get a signature card of either one of those. We're going to start off with a Frank Thomas checklist. Greg Vaughn, Chris Bosio, Hal Morris. Here's a Dwight Gooden. Sean Dunston. Tim Raines. Followed by Eric Hansen. Dan Pasqua. There's a Frank Thomas up close and personal. And then our signature card is going to be Mike Butcher. It is a silver signature. So a couple pretty big names there, but mostly a couple Frank Thomases, so you can't go wrong there, but nothing of high value. All right, so speaking of Frank Thomas, we're going to go searching for the unlikely but hopeful no name on front with the 1990 Topps. Let's see what we can find out of this pack here. All right, we're going to start off with Jack Doherty, Rich Thompson, Alejandro Pena, Robin Yount, Mike Stanton, Bruce Benedict, Robbie Thompson, Ricky Henderson record breaker, George Bell, there's Joey Bell, Albert Bell, Benny Santiago, Clay Parker, Joe Baver, Dan Plesac, Kirby Puckett, and Stan Javier. So a couple pretty big names there, but not a lot as far as big value. All right, so now we're going to go over to 1986 Donruss. So wish I could put this over here in the high stack, but I just don't feel that there's any of the big stars here. So I believe that this is a searched box with no Canseco or McGriff's potential, but I'm hoping I get proven wrong as I continue to open these up. We're going to go with Dan Spillner, Jerry Royster, Chris Cotter-Rowley. There's Dwight Gooden, Bill Swift, Roy Smith, Greg Brock, Marvell Wynn, Harold Baines, Vida Blue, Alan Ashby, Dale Berra, Bob Kearney, Steve Ontiveros, and Johnny Ray. So a couple big names, but not high value there. All right, so we go over to 1989 Bowman, looking for Ken Griffey Jr. among a few other notable rookies like Smoltz, Biggio, and Sheffield. So we'll see what we can find here. All right, we start off with Jesse Orosco, Pat Tabler. There's the Ripkens, Bill, Cal Sr. and Cal Jr. And this is Kevin Wickender, Frank Viola, Gary Reedus. There's a Duke Snyder reprint, Paul Molitor, Jose Oquendo, Jim Rice, Brooke Jacoby, Andy McGaffigan, and that is Mike Pagliarulo. So nothing too great, but the Ripken card's always a pretty neat card to pull. All right, so now we're going to go to one of my favorite sets, 1990 Score, trying to hopefully find a Bo Jackson football baseball, Frank Thomas. It's been a while since I pulled either one of those from the boxes. I've got a couple boxes mixed together here, so hopefully we'll get at least something out of here, but there's a few other good rookies. We're going to start off with Joe Orsulak, Alejandro Pena, Bob Walk, Tracy Jones, Wally Backman, Juan Agosto, Mike Scott, Ramon Martinez, second-year card, Bob Guerin, Kurt Manwaring, Luis Aquino, Jeff Pico, Kent Anderson, there's another Todd Zeal rookie, Matt Marullo, and Sean Holman. So with the Todd Zeal, that would have easily been a great pack back in 1990, but again, just didn't have a very long, successful career like he was hyped up to hopefully have, but he did still have a pretty nice career overall. All right, so this is a brand new box. We have 1991 Upper Deck, possibly my favorite set overall, just with the design and some of the high cards in here. Looking for the Jordan SP1, Nolan Ryans, Chipper Jones, Mike Mussina. Just really hoping to find something good out of this pack here. All right, we start off with Kirk Gibson, Jeff Gray, Scott Erickson, which was a hot card back in '91, Edgar Martinez, Brett Saberhagen eating a lollipop, Rick Sutcliffe, Chuck Carey, Steve Avery, Gary Gaetti, Dave Parker, John Olerud second year, Junior Ortiz, Chicago Cubs hologram. There's Mo Vaughn, Otis Nixon, and Walt Terrell. So a couple pretty decent cards there, so I can't complain too much about that pack, even though it's not a high value pack. All right, so nothing too great out of the first 3 stacks, so hopefully we'll get something big out of this last one here. Only got, I believe, I've got 3 more packs of 89 Donruss. Still have not gotten the Griffey out of this box or the previous box, so really hoping to get something. In fact, I haven't really gotten much of anything out of this one. So let's hope to get something good. And here we have a Brady Anderson rookie. There's a Cal Ripken MVP, Jeff Smithson, Jeff Montgomery, Chris Sabo, Vince Coleman, Nick Osaski, Bob Stanley, Ed Hearn, Diamond Kings Checklist, Mark Langston, Dante Bichette, Glenn Davis, John Dobson, and Miguel Garcia. Some pretty good cards there, but not the big rookies we're looking for. All right, so as that set continues to haunt me, we're going to move on to 1990 Leaf Series 1. We are looking for Sammy Sosa rookies, Ken Griffey Jr.'s, among a few other star players out of the set. John Olerud is in the set, so there's still some potential for some pretty decent rookies. All right, so we're going to go to Scott Fletcher, Rafael Ramirez, Lance Parrish, Eric Davis, Rob Murphy, Andre Dawson, Craig Worthington, Nick Osaski, Tom Henke, Jeff Russell, there's Chris Sabo, Harold Reynolds, Gary Carter, Scott Sanderson, and Fred Lynn. So nothing too great out of that one. And then we'll go to 1991 Bowman. Really good rookies in this set, but they are hard to pull. A lot of the big names, I opened up several boxes and just don't seem to really get a lot of them. We start off here. There is a pretty good rookie, Brett Boone, on the back, so we'll get to him in here in just a second. We're going to start off with Robbie Beckett. There's a Chipper Jones, so finally one of the big rookie cards in here. We'll definitely put that aside. Easily the best rookie card in the set. Willie Wilson, Terry Lee, Dreaded Checklist, Dan Gackler, Jim Presley. There's a Brett Boone rookie. I'm not going to pull him out, but it is a nice card. Frank Bullock, Kelly Downs, Tony Pena, Larry Anderson, Wally Joyner, and Scott Allred. So easily Chipper Jones is going to be the best card so far. I'm going to go ahead and put that in a top loader. It is the second chipper that I pulled out of the boxes that I've had. I've opened up 1 box, and I'm working on 2 more that I've got combined together, so don't really know what I'm going to get here, but only other high rookie that I've gotten is not really one of the higher ones, but Javi Lopez. But so that we do have now 2 Chipper Jones that we've pulled so far. So that easily makes my day here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go on to 1987 Donruss. See if we can pull some of the big cards. I did pull the Bonds, Maddox, and Bo in 1 pack. Have not gotten a McGuire, but hopefully we'll get some duplicates of some of these guys as well. We've got Lee Mazzilli, Harold Baines, Tom Brookins, Ron Renicky, Teddy Higuera, Diamond Kings, horribly cut. Eddie Milner, Steve Farr, Chico Walker, Chuck Finley, Dale Mahoric. There's a Cal Ripken, Bob Kipper, Mike Brown, Pat Perry, and Al Nipper. So some pretty good names there, but none of the high value rookies. All right, and then a set that I've just got. Have not opened too many of these here. Still looking for some of the big names here. We did get a Barry Larkin rookie out of this one here, but we'll go ahead and open up 87 Fleer. Again, looking for Bonds and Bo Jackson. Don't think Maddox made it into the regular set. I think he was in the update of this one here, but see what we can pull here. We've got the Braves and Orioles stickers. Ed Olwine, Steve Bedrosian, Frank White, Wally Backman, Ray Soff, the Ageless Wonder, Charlie Huff, Jay Tibbs, Ken Trum, Vance Law, Jack Howell, Jimmy Key, Tom Niedenfer, George Bell, Bob Welch, Dickie Thon, Danny Heap, and Craig Reynolds. So nothing too great out of that pack here. And as we go to 89 Fleer in the search for more Bill Ripken errors, Ken Griffey Jr.'s. There are a few other errors that I found in this box, but none of the high value ones. The Treadway errors doesn't seem to be in this box, as well as the Randy Johnson variations are not the high value ones either. We're going to start off here we've got the Braves, Cubs, Reds, and Astros stickers. Horribly cut on that one too. We start off here with Mike Henneman, Jimmy Jones, have a Kevin Brown rookie with Kevin Reimer, Jesse Orosco, Jeff Jeffcoat, Tom Foley, Charlie Liebrant, Mark Grant, Richard Dotson, Alan Ashby, Jack Howell, John Cerruti, Lance Blankenship, Bob Dernier, Jim Clancy, and Bobby Bonilla. So nothing too fantastic out of that pack. And our final pack of the day here. We're going to start off here with an Atlanta Braves sticker. And Dave Meads, Mike Witt, Rance Mulliniks, Felix Jose. There's a John Smoltz rookie, so that's not a bad card. Nelson Liriano, Mike Spankley Valier, Frank Viola, Alan Trammell All-Star, Bruce Sutter, Felix Fermin. There's a Griffey right there. So John Smoltz and Ken Griffey Jr. rookies in the same pack. Can't beat that too much here. And Joe McGrain and Jody Reed and Fred Manrique. So overall, it was a really slow start, but we finished with a bang, getting 3 really good rookie cards here. So getting all of these in top loaders. So Chipper Jones rookie, Ken Griffey Jr. rookie, and John Smoltz to highlight our cards today. So I do appreciate everybody stopping in again today. Continue to follow for more videos. Don't do these daily, but it tends to be that I do them every 2 or 3 days, hopefully. But I appreciate you stopping in. Please subscribe. Please like this video and support my streams, because I am trying to grow this page so that we can continue to have motivation to have some awesome content like this in the future. But please drop in your favorite card, favorite sets, any stories. I love reading other people's stories of opening cards and hear about successes, and just really enjoy hearing other people's baseball stories overall. So appreciate you stopping in. I hope everybody has a great day and enjoy the opening of the baseball season.